What is up, guys? William here from fitnessforbackpain.com. I've got a cool exercise demo for you today. If you have a history of low back pain, if you have a history of just tweaking your back in the gym, if you want to get back to deadlifts, the deadlifts cause you pain, you're trying to train the posterior chain, the back of your body, your lower back, and just everything sucks. Nothing works out in your favor. You can't find the right exercises to really help you. I want to introduce you to the Dumbbell Single-Leg Romanian Deadlift. Dumbbell Single-Leg Romanian Deadlift. It's a really cool exercise. I'm going to show you how to do it if you have a history of sensitivity in your lower back. Some really cool modifications that you can use in your own program. If you have back pain, you should be doing this exercise. Yes, you are bending over. Yes, you are challenging the posterior chain, but we got to get over the fear of doing these things, and this exercise is perfect for that. All right, so the Dumbbell Single-Leg Romanian Deadlift, if you have a history of low back pain, fusions, any kind of disc surgery, and you have been cleared to exercise and you want to start training the lower body, training the whole body really, and doing more complex exercises, it's essential that you do. You can't live in fear and say, I don't do deadlifts. I can't do that kind of exercise because it might put too much pressure on my back. Listen, there's lots of ways you can do exercise. Exercise is not dangerous. It's just picking the right exercise for you. And this might be one that you can start doing right now with these specific modifications. So before I jump in, again, it's the Dumbbell Single-Leg Romanian Deadlift. Take your shoes off, okay? I'm not gonna show you my sexy feet. We're gonna keep the socks on today, but take your shoes off. It's super important that we start with this movement, start with your feet, and we're gonna work our way up from there, right? So grab your dumbbell here. I'm gonna get my foot planted. So we're gonna start with this right foot. This is what we're gonna be working. The left leg's gonna be going back during this Romanian deadlift. What I'm gonna do is first I used my wrap method. So your ribs are down, abs are on, pelvis is in neutral. Once you get that locked in, that barrel locked in, then we can worry about all the hinging that's going on at the pelvis. What you don't wanna do is with a low back issue is get into it and start getting scared and you're like overextending, trying to like just protect yourself. You're strong, you're capable, right? So foot plant on the ground, spread those toes out, grip the ground with your feet, engage your leg. Bend your knees slightly and take your weight back onto that right hip. So I'm gonna put this leg down here, I'm gonna bend my knee and take my weight and engage this right glute, okay? So from here, then I'm gonna initiate that hinge at the hip. Shoulder blades back and down, wrap. I'm gonna hinge down, let the weight fall down. Balance, balance, balance. Come back up. This is tough, right? Without any kind of support, this is the hardest variation of this exercise. Do it again for you. I'm gonna load that right hip up. Knees slightly bent. Come down, 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 down. Grabbing the ground with my toes. And come back up, okay? The modified variation of this, or a way that you can do this if you do have just a rough time balancing right now, is you can have some kind of support structure, right? Which is a great way to do this exercise without kind of having to navigate fear or kind of like losing control and kind of falling over. Essentially, you're doing the same thing, and I'll show you here. We'll use the exact same leg again, except now I have something to support myself. So I'm gonna start with my leg, spread my toes out, grab the ground with my feet, knees slightly bent, load that hip up, hinge back. You should feel all that weight and all that pressure on that right butt cheek, and it should be engaged. From here, I'm gonna hold on to this, and I'm going to keep that straight leg back, come down, and back up. Notice how I don't really change my position of my right leg that much. What I'm doing and what I'm trying to feel for is as I'm going down, I'm stretching that hamstring, stretch, 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 and it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter till I hit that end range, and I'm gonna squeeze that glute and squeeze that hamstring and come up. I'm not overextending. I'm not coming down and trying to do this kind of thing, going too much weight. Super controlled, nice and slow, load the hip up, hinge at the hips, keep the ribs down, abs on, pelvis neutral, and nothing should change here. It shouldn't be threatening to your lower back. When it becomes threatening is when you start to deviate from that good barrel posture. Once you're set, you've got your foot engaged, you're gonna feel it more. You're not gonna have to use so much weight. So start with whatever weight feels best for you. Obviously do both legs. Let me know what you think about this exercise, and I'll see you on the next video.